Hey, check out what I just received in the mail from my publisher. It's my latest book, My Imaginary Conversation with Joe Rogan about Christianity, the Supernatural, and Little Green Men. And the subtitle is A Survival Guide for Living in a Post Christian Culture. Really, that's what the book is about, but that's not a very catchy title. So I decided to spice it up a little bit, but I'm really excited to share this with you. And really, it's been a little over a year that I started this project. Of course, when I started, it wasn't really a book that I was writing. I was just sharing my heart and some things that were going on in my mind, and I explain a little bit about that in the second chapter called "A Splinter in My Mind." And let me read a couple of the chapter titles to you. Uh, Crazy Town is chapter 1, and then comes that splinter in my mind, cultural observation, firsthand testimony, in your face. That's a fun chapter to read, and it was a fun chapter to write also. The ultimate question, battle for the mind, authenticity in scripture, supernatural kingdom, eternity in a place called heaven. I hate religion. That's probably my favorite chapter. I hate religion. Creator and the cosmos. I believe in aliens, which is the second to the last chapter. And you really got to read all the other chapters to get some context because each one builds upon the other before I tackle this particular subject. And the last chapter is called Let's Simply Ask God. And then in the back, there's these survival guides. So what I did was when I was writing, if I just came upon a subject, like the first survival guide is discerning his voice. If I found myself just writing and writing and writing about it, I just turned it into its own little section in a survival guide. So as you're reading, you can get to a certain section. And if you want to have elaboration on that, you just go to the survival guide at the back of the book. And another thing that I'm really putting a lot of my heart into is at the end of each chapter, you have a QR code or a web link that if you just open your phone up to the camera and point it to it, it will launch to my book website. And there's a video that goes along with it where I can expound a little bit more. And it's all tied into my YouTube channel. And so it's really a way for me to dive a little deeper because I don't know about you, but I'm tired of reading, things and content that just gives me information, okay? Just the exchange of knowledge. I really wanted to be able to dive into not just information and teaching, but I wanted to go into training and discipleship, which is really a way of not just teaching, but preparing you and preparing me for the challenges we face. So, my goal is that when you get done with a chapter, there's something in there that you can actually apply to your life like that day. And so it's all tied together with those QR codes and bonus content. And really, I'll be adding a lot to that. So there it is. There's the book. It's over 300 pages long. I just started writing and journaling, and when I looked up, there was over 70,000 words, and in the back is several pages of references and endnotes, and there's a lot of research that I put into it. And really, it was just going back and recovering things that I had learned in the past to where I could share them with you. I'm really excited to hear your feedback at the end of each chapter. I give a few questions and then a way that we can interact back and forth. And I would really love to read your comments in this video. And so feel free. I'm going to read them all. I can I really am committed to do that because I really want to have a heart up when I move forward with additional content to address maybe some questions, some concerns, some disagreements. And so I'm super excited about that. And if you haven't got a hold of the book, I encourage you to go over to kevincortezbook.com. There you could get access to it, whether it be Barnes& and Noble, Amazon, uh, Book Locker, which is my publisher. So go check that out. And lastly, before I go, I also have a website you can check out called normalbeliever.com. And over there, it has a little bit of content that you may be interested in. And also, if you want to join my Patreon community, where there's a Discord over there, where some different ways that we can interact and get to know each other a little better, I encourage you to check that out also. And so there's the link there, patreon.com/Kevin Cortez. And anyway, I appreciate your time. I'm super excited about this. I can't wait. It is my life message. It really is my life message, and so I'm really honored to share that with you if you're interested. And so until then, remember that if you are a believer in Jesus Christ, you're the normal one. Okay. God bless. Talk to you later.